YouTube, bit of a trial run, hoping you can actually hear me. Going to buy. I bought another extender for this mic. I've moved everything about, as you may have noticed. You probably can't see. You can see a wee bit of the orange couch, but the TV's not as high up, so I'm looking shorter. Am I? Or am I looking taller? I can't decide. I think I maybe just want to put it on top of a book or something, just to raise it up a wee bit. Yeah. So here is the latest PAX. This one's already sold, unfortunately. Look at. See, I've got my side camera now. Look at the way the switch is in the middle of this bit. It's cool, isn't it? And this has got a painted fretboard as well. Stupid Les Paul with 2 volume controls. And then it's like totally ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, so this one has a trapeze tailpiece and the Epiphone Les Paul Studio 100. All the bits from that, apart from the tailpiece. The back of this is a particularly dazzling affair as well. Look at that. It's kind of some dimension beast. I need to pick up that. Not got that yet. I think Jen said she had one. Kind of, this reminds me of the shadows from Babylon 5, if you're that geeky. Also, I think I mentioned to the guy who bought it something about it's like a Star Fox spider breaking through from another dimension, and he was like, I don't know what any of those words are. But it's like, yeah, but it's kind of got that vector graphics. Does look a wee bit like Star Fox if you're of a certain age and know what Star Fox is. So this has just standard wiring, apart from it's got a push-pull pot on this pot here for phase. So both pickups and then phased, which is good for a sort of acousticy backing track. Listen to the backing track. So this guitar is actually brand new and never been a guitar before. It's amazing how it kind of somehow feels a bit like the Allsorts Telecasters as well, even though it's actually it's not quite a Les Paul. Maybe it's got a bit of a Zemitis look to it, possibly a Gretsch. That's when I've had this stop bar tailpiece for years, and it's always looked shit on every guitar. This one, as soon as I put it on, it was like, yes, that's the one. It looks quite good, but because you can sort of see in below the bridge to get to the art, you know what I mean? There. That's difficult. There. So I need to jam this a wee bit more, get some just get it played in, because this has never been a guitar before. So everything, the neck was brand new, body brand new, pickups are Epiphone, but so it just needs all guitars do this. Even if you go and buy like a Fender American one or something like that, the first couple of months it just takes a while to break in. And no, can you see it? You can't see it because I've moved it. I was in the studio last night with the Roadsters, who I've decided I've not told the other guys in the band, but I've decided we're calling the band the Roadsters because Ivor has a Roadstar bass, which is the same colour even as my wee wee Roadster, wee red one guitar. So we're called the Roadsters until we think of something better, or until they tell me we're not called the Roadsters. But I took in the FGN telly. Oh, you can see it in that shot there. Jesus, that's difficult to... Wow, talk about... that's where I'm pointing. That FGN, playing that through the Laney. Oh, can you see the Laney? You can see there's the Laney there, yeah. And it was sounding so Telecastery, and it really... I think it's the first time that guitar's ever really had a proper 3-hour bashing, you know what I mean? And the guitar's just playing like an absolute dream. I didn't even put strings on it, and it's just that whole, because the guitar was too new. I mean, it's 2022, something like that, but I think it's one of those guitars that has never really been played. I suppose I got it and I play it, but not properly in a band, you know, where it's getting, you know, proper played. That's really what sets it up. I used to have my setup routine for when I was building guitars used to be, I used to give it to my pal Peg. So we'd drink bucket and have a mad jam, and he would always get whatever guitar I'd just built. So he would spend that first night drunk, battering away at it, tuning it every 3 minutes, and then by the time in the morning I'd pick it up and it'd be like, oh, it's amazing. He knew I was doing that, so it was all right. Rock on. So hopefully more technology on the way. Hopefully this works. It seems to the new desk. There's a new desk there which seems to be I don't know. I seem to be having all the volumes up very loud. I've got so many VU meters to look at. I've got one on the audio interface. I've got one there on the side of the desk, and I've got one on the actual screen. So I'm now using the broadcast thing so I can see that the mics are working, so I don't do another fucking video. 20-minute super jam, best playing I've ever done. No audio at all. Fantastic. Yeah. Rock on. Hopefully back to something a bit more normal by the end of the week. I've got a compressor. I'm going to run the whole thing through a compressor. I've got a 4-channel compressor. I'm going to run the whole thing through a stereo compressor 1 and 2, and then I'm going to have the other 2 on inserts or on an auxiliary to, if I've got something that really wants compressed, i.e. this, the talking bit, that doesn't really matter. I don't really want to compress the guitar. I hope it's coming through quite clear. I don't think this is very in tune anymore because I've just been playing it, just been strung. I'm also thinking of moving the power. I've got the power leads a little bit better. I've only got 3 working power sockets in here, so I'm going for, instead of it just being a total mishmash and higgledy-piggledy, the amps getting 1 power socket, the recording hi-fi getting another power socket, and the computer and the telly are getting the other one. So hopefully that will clean up the signal a little bit. There was an awful lot of things that are kind of still plugged in, and you know, like just like kettle leads, and it's like, oh, that's right, there used to be an amp sitting there, the kettle lead's still plugged in, and just lots of shit just all wrapped up, just keeping it cleaner, be a better idea. Be interested to see if I can get all these mics working as well. I just hope this, I want the sound just to be. I can just come in and it's all the same and it always works. I can't be bothered with this things changing and all that. It's really annoying. I'm of course assuming that I'm. Hold on, just let me try something. Yeah, good. No, I had a horrible thought there that what was happening was the audio interface had disconnected again and it was actually using just the mics on one of the cameras, because these webcams all have like wee shit mics on them that I've just got turned off. But if you unplug the audio interface, it goes, oh, it takes the audio from one of them. That's why a couple of the videos they kind of sneaked out because I wasn't really paying attention. I just checked to make sure they worked. Never actually listened to them for very long. Off it echoey and shit sounding. Oh, we're on phase mode. The trick about the phase mode is to use the volume controls between the two. Fully phased. Yeah. Pop, 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 pop. But I just think the phase switch is great for if you've got, not so much these pickups because I could have taken them to bits. In fact, I had to take one to bits to put the reverse phase in anyway. So if it's definitely a closer sound to something if you're going to try and play clean, I think, on a Les Paul, and you don't want to take the pickups to bits and you don't have covers on them and you can dice them. It gets a bit. It's nice having the extra sound. It just gives you the Strat-ish Fender-y type of sounds at the flick of a switch without altering the Gibson sounds. I do like it. Rocking. So there we go. 12 minutes. A respectable amount. I'm trying to do about 10-minute videos, I think, now. The only problem with that camera is it kind of tends to look at my ass sometimes. So I need to, maybe if I moved it to there, that's what the extension's for. Get more of a groinal shot. Might be quite good for showing off guitars. I could have it like a multimedia super experience. Rock on, like and subscribe for more of this stuff.